I hate that I can't ever make it different. We're live, like expression. I'm always like, oh, we did it. We're live. We're living. Let's go. Happy Saturday, friends. What's going on? Shout out to the early gang going strong this evening. We got Nick, Sean, Charlie. Tom is obviously here. Taco, let's go. Who else? Who else? Good friends, good times. Everybody's here. Lord Fowl, let's go, let's go. The gang's all here. Jerry's here. Let's go. Steven, what's up? Stanley's The View with Drew. Matthew Rose, let's go. Dave, Brian, Alaric, Chris, Matthias. Oh my god. Yes, for those of you, I'm so sorry for our international or wherever you're at, where I know it is not the most accessible time right now to be awake. I'm so sorry. I do apologize for that. Thank you for being here despite it. Let's go. Cody Roth is here. Gang is here. What's going on, everybody? Happy weekend. Happy Saturday. What did everybody do? What's everybody's weekend been like? Share a highlight, share something good. I hope it's been off to a great start, or if you have something in store tomorrow, or for those of you who it already is tomorrow. I guess if you're overseas, if you're over in it's technically Sunday for some of y'all. It's early morning Sunday for some of us here, so welcome. Thank you for hanging out. What's everybody up to? Yeah, it's not too late for some of us. Not too late. Jay, what's happening? I hope that you're doing well. Glad to hear you're taking a nice vacation. That's awesome. And NYC, no way. I'm jealous. It's the 8th anniversary of our first meeting today. We went back to the coffee shop where we first met. Stop it. I can't handle that. That's amazing. 8 years? Oh my gosh. I can relate. Tom and I have been together for, I think, that long. I've honestly stopped keeping track. So that is an amazing amount of time to be together and to spend it in NYC, no less. Y'all, I want to go. I haven't been to Manhattan or just New York City in general in way too long. Granted, it's definitely like every time I go, I'm reminded of like, oh God, this is why, it can be a pain to visit New York sometimes, but it's so fun. I'm now that I'm older too, especially like, whenever I would go to New York as a kid, it would always be like scary because God forbid you get lost in the crowd and separated from your parents. But I imagine as an adult, that element of fear is alleviated because you don't have to be like holding on to your parents' coat, walking through like the sea of people in Times Square, So I'm sure it's more enjoyable when that is eliminated from the equation. So I hope you're having a great time. Sorry, that just spawned a whole tangent, but I'm just so excited for you. Ooh, I saw Warrior starring Tom Hardy fairly recently. Tomorrow I'm going to see Ant-Man. Yes, no spoilers. No spoilers. Although I can't say I've actually maybe going to go see it. I'm not going to lie, y'all. I never even watched Ant-Man and the Wasp. Is that the second one? I never even watched it. So when he reappears in Endgame, I fully didn't really know what the context of that all was. So I didn't have plans to necessarily go and see Quantumania, but who knows? Nice. Literally can't wait. I know it's actually like right around the corner. Sorry, I couldn't resist. It is. It's almost freaking. It's like first week of March, right? I can't wait. It's gonna be great. We gotta start a rewatch. Oh my god, we're already behind schedule. Taco, let's effing go! Let's effing go, Taco! Yes! Cheers in the chat. That is an amazing accomplishment. Oh my god, I'm so happy to hear that. That is amazing. Congratulations, Taco. Hello from Arizona. What's up, Joey? What's up? I'm laughing because when I at first glance out of my peripherals, when I read it as Arizonia, and I was like, oh my god, where's that? I'm just blind. So, what's up? We are kind of state neighbors, right? Yeah. No, not entirely. Okay, I'm ashamed. Let's not dive into geography here because that is a battle I can't win. Oh, sweet. Nick Gundy knows where it's at. Nick and I are always on the same wavelength with food, y'all. Nick was having Papa John's one day during a stream, and we bonded over that. And now I'm going to bond over our mutual love. Insomnia cookies is life. Let's go. Stephen, that's an accomplishment. Sal, what's up? Good to see you. Lou, I really enjoy that comment. That's hysterical, but I can't highlight it for certain reasons. That's so funny. Oh, yes, that's right. Oh, yeah, I kind of haven't rallied with you guys since that devastating loss in the Super Bowl. I kind of can't even talk about it, so I'm not going to dwell on it. But I was salty. I just want to say to those of you who left comments saying sorry for your loss or, sorry about the Eagles or whatever, I'm not ignoring you. I just am physically too irate still to even acknowledge or respond. I'm not over it. I don't know if I ever will be. So we're just going to, I appreciate those of you who are reaching out to make sure I was, sending your, apologies about that loss. But I just couldn't think about it. Holy smokes. Wait, Matthew is another Australian? Let's go. Our Australian numbers are growing. I love that. Yeah, for those of you, it is definitely the future. Captain Rex is here. Let's go. Where's Tom and Grogu? Actually, Grogu's right here. Grogu's over here. He's chilling, but we can have him sitting up now. No, that's like 2. Can he sit? I'll just have to we got to keep him perched. We'll just keep him. How can I keep I'm trying to find a comfortable spot for him. This will do. This will have to do. Holy shnikes. Congratulations, Caesar. What is it like to work in Times Square? That doesn't even sound like a real sentence. Like, oh my gosh. I feel like that's like not real life. That is not real life, but that is so cool. Oh my goodness. So many fun things happening all around. Bully McGuire, let's go. Ooh, there's an end credit scene. Of course there is. There always is with Marvel. Taco, I'm always rooting for you. I'm so happy for you. Hello from Oregon. Let's go. Everybody's up in here. Sorry, we're just doing the usual intros. Oh gosh, I'm behind. I know I titled this. I don't know what spirit moved me to make this a Star Wars centric stream. I guess because our past few streams we haven't really talked much about Star Wars, even though there's actually like a lot happening, or a lot approaching rather. So I figured, we've deviated a lot we've talked about a lot of other things, talked about dogs for an entire stream last week, the Super Bowl. Yeah, we've had a lot of Last of Us discussions, but I haven't really talked about like any Star Wars stuff other than the fandom being physically incapable of respecting each other. But what's new with that? That was the last I kind of touched on Star Wars over here. So I figured we can just talk about it tonight, or literally whatever you guys want to talk about. These hangout streams are so fun because, like, who knows where the night takes us? We either talk about Nicolas Cage as Superman or talk about dogs and look up pictures of the biggest dog breeds in the world. Insomnia is so good. Taco, yes. Insomnia cookies and Papa John's pizza, what a combo, right? Insomnia cookies actually are so good, and there's just something special about them. Like, I don't know if they're necessarily like a college campus specific thing. Like they're I think they're in like every major city, but I feel like there's always some near college towns. Like there was one where I went to school, there was one where Tom went to school, so there's something like nostalgic about it for us because every time we get it, it's like, oh, I feel like I'm 19 again eating Insomnia, like it's especially fun. Oh wait, that's right, that is awesome. That is so awesome. Oh, enjoy your celebrations. Yes, whose book was that? That was oh my god, this is 3PO's, right? His book. That is definitely a great accomplishment. The Star Wars girl. Hey, you can call me whatever you want. Whatever you want. Actually, English living in Australia. Okay, interesting. You're interesting. We've got several checks checked off there. Interesting. I have the same Grogu doll. Isn't he so cute? I really want to get like an animatronic one though. Is that weird? Like one that would move his eyes around. Is that disturbing? I don't know. But that would just be fun. Jules, what's up? Long time lurker. This is my first live stream. Greetings from Texas. Yes, Jules. Yes, let's go. Cheers in the chat for Jules, everybody. That is so much fun. Oh my gosh, I love it when it's people's first streams. Let's go. It's so exciting. Also, I love the self-titled long time lurker. That's hysterical. That's definitely how I am with other channels of creators that I like too. And I always want to just like leave a comment. I'm like, what's stopping me from like commenting and getting to know them? But that's so exciting. Thank you for being here. Welcome to your first stream. I do want to make some more ASMR videos. As someone who loves ASMR myself, I want to make more, especially because I just got a sweet new microphone that I haven't actually used yet for YouTube purposes, but I just might for ASMR, maybe. I feel like the problem is though I made those like 2 ASMR videos. Excuse me, sorry. We just had Shake Shack. I'm so sorry. I did 2 videos like attempting to do ASMR for the first time. And some people enjoyed it, but other people who are regulars on the channel were like, okay, what the heck is this? Because it's still, I think ASMR is still a very, like, if you're into it, you're into it. But if you've never heard of it, like, you have no effing idea about it. You know what I'm saying? It's a very stark contrast in terms of the spectrum of awareness for ASMR. I don't know. It's like, and I feel like it's either like people are into it or they're like absolutely the F not. Like they don't like it, they don't need it, they don't want it. So it's kind of a slippery slope, I feel like, to integrate. I've always thought about having like a side channel dedicated to ASMR because I effing love it so much. But I think it would be harder to like integrate that. I either need to just send it and stop being a coward and make a whole separate channel if it's actually something I really would want to do. To make videos fully dedicated to ASMR, so that way people over here aren't disturbed from the usually scheduled, regularly scheduled Star Wars content. Wait, no, Captain Rex is a Canadian? Let's go! Jealous. I'm kidding. I have never been to Canada though. I say I'm jealous because I effing love maple syrup. You know how in the movie Elf with Will Ferrell and he like pours it on everything? Like if I could and it wouldn't compromise my health severely, that would be me. That actually would be me. That is me. Like if it's applicable, if I make oatmeal, freaking get it on there. Pancakes, whatever, anything. I literally don't go a day without having maple syrup unless I have something that it's not applicable for. The point is, I want to go and smuggle me some syrup, okay, Captain? Oh my goodness. Yes, Alice, we 100% will still be streaming. We only just got started, girl. Can't be a stream without you. Oh, that's right. We have talked about Bad Batch here. Sid set up the Bad Batch on episode 9, meaning she's not actually going to come through for them. Or no, like she framed them and totally sent them into that mission fully aware of that their ship would get stolen because she coordinated that herself. Oh, that she'd be certainly going through a lot of effort, I feel like. I don't know. I wouldn't put it past her. Hey, Barb's here. That's how you know it's a stream. It's officially a party. Alaric says, what would you want? Would you want to see a Star Wars What If? Oh my god, F yes. F yes, no question about it. I say that having not actually even watched the Marvel What If, but that series seemed to get really good feedback. And it seemed like it was just fun, a new kind of take on the canon, alternate endings every week, every episode was something new. I think that would be so cool. That would be so cool because we all have our own theories. Like, what if Qui-Gon survived? Let's put it to the test. Let's settle it once and for all. What if Qui-Gon survived? You know, that's one episode right there. There you go, Lucasfilm. There's 50 other scenarios that you could, say, what if Padme joined Anakin? There's two. Freaking, and that's just the prequels, It's like there's so much room if they wanted to do something like that. And it's fun and low stakes, and you get to explore, different types of animation or whatnot. So I would totally welcome it. Elseworlds, what's going on? Sid is a weasel. Okay, Steven, my input is I would never encourage you to spend your money irresponsibly, but that sounds worth it to me. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, sweet. We got, Bully McGuire. Oh no, are we about to be frenemies? Because I did not go to Penn State, but Tom did. Tom is part of a big Penn State family, and I call myself a half Penn State student because he was a year ahead of me in school. So when he was a freshman in college, I was a senior in high school, and I was literally going up to visit him at Penn State like several times a month. I feel like at one point when I wasn't busy, so I used to just call myself I'm like 50% Penn State student. So, ooh, can we still be friends? No, we can be. We can be. To all of my friends over here in Ohio, I hope you guys are doing okay. By the way, I don't want to get too into sad news business here, but I just hope everything is good for you guys wherever you are. Oh my gosh, Matthias, congratulations! Oh my gosh. Cheers in the chat for everybody tonight. Matthias is engaged. Taco got into a new college. Everybody's having their anniversaries and living life. I love it. Connor is back. Let's go. Let's go. Connor, I low-key wanted to message you after that Super Bowl loss. I never got back to you either. It's because I was so mad. I was just so infuriated. I couldn't even think about it. I'm so sorry, my friend. But I hope you're recovering better than I am, because I'm clearly not over it. I'm clearly still. I'll never be over it. I don't think the city of Philadelphia, I don't think I have to be over it, because the city of Philadelphia, we are ones to hold grudges. Like, I still reminisce about how Tom Brady never shook Nick Foles' hand after the Super Bowl in 2018. Was that? Like, we don't forget, all right? We hold on to things in that city. So, I don't think I have to forget, because the city of Philadelphia will never be over it. What would be my favorite what if scenario? Honestly, probably what if Qui-Gon survived? What if there's so many. What if Ben Solo went fully dark side? That is an ending that I actually that's the ending I was hoping for, frankly, from the sequel trilogy. You guys know I was like, please don't just kill him off. Please, if you're gonna just embrace it, freaking lean into it and make him full-fledged Sith. I think that would have been, I would love to see that as well. I kind of respect now why they didn't do that, because now that some time has passed since the Rise of Skywalker, people are more honest in their discourse about it. I feel like that's the case with all Star Wars. Like, everyone has rose-colored glasses, and then a year or so, or it's been freaking 3 years? Who knows? Years go by, and then people actually start to open up and just have realistic discourse. And I've seen a lot of people, some chatter on Twitter, I see more and more people talking about, I can't believe, obviously, yes, Rey Skywalker, you can argue that she's carrying on the Skywalker legacy, but I've definitely seen people voice the fact that they were upset that Ben Solo, the actual last living, blood relative, connecting, the last of the Skywalker line, was eliminated from the picture. So I understand it's fine to be upset about that. I understand people are actually reflecting on that and upset. I personally, though, I didn't hold much, and this was true when I first saw the film too. I don't hold much stakes in, oh my god, you have to be a blood relative. Family runs so much deeper than blood. We all know that. If you're adopted or whatnot, literally your chosen family can be whatever you want it to be, and blood has nothing to do with that. So I always took it as the Skywalker name doesn't live and die with Kylo Ren. If it's about legacy, it's about what Rey will carry on. I accept his death, but frankly, all I really wanted him to just go full dark side. So there's so many ideas. Oh yeah, a full animatronic one. Forget about it. It would not. It would not be good. I did miss a super chat here. Where is it? I'm sorry. I'm so behind in the chat. It's from Dave. I gotta find it. We gotta highlight it. I do apologize. It takes me a bit to find the super chats because they don't immediately pop up for me. Let me try to find it so I can highlight this. Come on, come on, come on. Here it is from Dave. Thank you so much, Dave. Oh, wait. Yes, this is actually a really interesting topic. First off, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. But also, thank you for pointing this out. Let's talk about Liam Neeson, Qui-Gon himself, saying they're making too much Star Wars, basically watering down the product. This actually is such a good talking point. Yes, this is like the kind of news on the scene here for Star Wars. It's news. Okay, this is a fun fact, quick deviation. I have shame. I have guilt about this, but it's my guilty pleasure. I read Daily Mail every single day. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I'm not proud of it. But that's where I get a lot of my news sometimes. And it's just, it's just a quick little 15 minutes going through. But I always say, it's big news if the Daily Mail is talking about it. And they had an article. They had, they covered, what he came out and said. For those who don't know, it's essentially what Dave, pretty much summarized here. Liam Neeson has vocalized again what we all knew. He wouldn't want to come back for another Kenobi season 2 or TV show necessarily, but he would 100% come back to Star Wars if it was for theatrical release, a movie, a film of some sort. And he basically has expressed that they need to stop making he didn't say it as a demand, like they have to stop, but he just vocalized his opinion that they have too many spin-off series now, and it kind of has just deviated from what it once was, and kind of ruins the magic, the allure of Star Wars. Y'all know I love him. I love Qui-Gon. He is the man's. But I agree with this to a extent, yes, because I think, as with the case with any IP, if you're going to venture into the world of streaming television shows, miniseries, I think the expectation for the quality just inevitably goes down. And it's like, oh, we assume it's not going to be, feature film quality, but shows continuously have proven to us that it actually can operate on that level. Or, for example, if you watch any behind the scenes footage or any of the showrunners talk about, their approach to the show or the cast or crew, all of them were saying, like, we operated as if this was a feature film. We're not treating this just like an everyday TV show. We're treating this like a movie that happens to be a TV show. I would argue the same for, like, Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon. HBO productions are very big budget, and, it doesn't feel like just a typical TV show, So I think the bar has been raised now for streaming, and we see that it can be done, in these other arenas, like the other platforms or whatever, even on Disney Plus itself with Andor. So I agree with his point to the extent that, like, we have expectations for quality as fans. So when it's not delivered in a way that can cheapen the product, like Star Wars especially, when you're dealing with, or sci-fi in general, in today's day and age with CGI and technology and just how far visual effects have come, and the standards that we have for them now and the expectation that there is, it's like, it is very hard to ignore if something visually does not look like what we know it has the potential to be. That aside, even, like, fandoms are so passionate. For example, another, like, the counter argument to that is, look at, like, Rings of Power. the literal record-setting, like, biggest budget for a show, looked visually stunning, phenomenal, beautiful. What was the budget? Like $2 billion? I don't know. Catch me if I'm wrong, please. I don't like to spread misinformation, but it was up there. It was effing up there, and you could see like where the budget was going to. There were no not a single frame of that show where I was like, I can't believe they didn't have like the money to make that look better. Like, if you ask me, the money was spent well on that show, and it looked phenomenal. Even still, even with all that, the Lord of the Rings fandom is clearly so passionate that people were still ripping that show to shreds, not threads, shreds. So in that, feeds into the argument too. Like, we love these stories, we love these characters, we want to see them handled properly and with justice and respect. And we will notice if, we don't like where the story is going. It could be the most beautiful show ever, but if fans don't like the story or the writing, then forget about it. And it could be a good story, but visually with sci-fi and with Star Wars or any fantasy IP or whatnot, it's like, in this day and age, fans, it can have a great story, but if visually it's not delivering, that's really hard to get over as well. So I see, what am I talking about anymore? Point is, I see where Liam Neeson does have a point. Yes, like, you don't want to deviate too far if the quality is in jeopardy, like, but I would say I don't feel that way about, yeah, there are moments in Star Wars shows where I'm like, oh, I kind of wish that looked a little bit better. And I say this having the utmost respect for visual effects teams, and I feel like they don't ever get enough respect or even just straight up time to execute their craft properly, which is why sometimes maybe things don't look the way we have expectations for them to. But so I mean that with absolutely no disrespect for the people who make those things happen, because I have negative brain cells and wouldn't know the first thing about how to do that. I'm so technologically illiterate, so I don't ever want it to sound like I'm critiquing VFX artists, because I think universally nobody ever has critiques for them. It's a critique for the studio for rushing a product or whatever, or not putting more time and care into visuals or effects these days. But so yes, there's times with the latest Star Wars shows where I've definitely been like, maybe that doesn't look the greatest, but me personally, I would never say, but I wouldn't want that show, like, I see what he's saying. I respect him, but I feel like he also just has a different input or like outlook than we do as fans. Like, he has a completely different perspective as somebody who is involved in making, these films, and is a huge like part of the prequel series. But at the same time, I don't know how big he is of a fan of Star Wars, like if he watches everything, but like, as somebody who watches everything, I still would not say, oh, we have too much content and it looks bad, like, or we have too much content and it's making Star Wars worse. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. Sorry, that was really long deviation. Another one from Captain Wrecked here. Thank you so much. I promise I'm going to do a quick lightning round and try to catch up with the other chat, but I want to get to the super chats first. Sorry. Thank you so much, Captain Wrecked. We got so little Star Wars in the 80s that Billy D. Williams beer ads were exciting. IG me where to send maple syrup. It's in my yo, if it can survive the mail, I literally don't know, since it's like perishable. I have a PO box though. It's linked, actually not on my live streams, but any of my other regular videos, my PO box is listed there. You don't actually have to send me any, but I would really appreciate it. But right, like that's so true. And Zach and I were talking about this on, when was it, Thursday evening? Like, we don't ever want Star Wars to get to a point like it was between the prequels and the original trilogy, or Revenge of the Sith until Force Awakens. Like, I don't ever want to go back. Those are the trenches. I'm not trying to go back to that. So I would take where we are now versus all that, I'm gonna try to do a really, really, really quick lightning round here. Sweet Lord, pray for me, everyone. Okay. All right, let's see what happens. All right. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to like. I'm happy to see you too, Jay. Thank you for being here. I was watching the episode of the Clone Wars where Ahsoka was fighting the Death Watch and she beheaded a few of them, and I was like, but what about their armor? Oh, good point. Good point. Yes, we talked about this. Oh my gosh, yeah, I don't have the money for that, unfortunately. I am not Australian, y'all. I wish I was. Do I sound like it? I don't want to sound un-American. Here I am being like, oh, Canadian, I want your maple syrup. Oh, I wish I was Australian. I don't know why I said that. Mainly because like the accent. If I had an Australian accent, y'all, funny quick side story. I literally was like walking in public the other day. I've only ever heard Australian accents like on. Actually, no, I have talked with. Oh my god, who's our friend? Oh my god, I hate myself so much. Tara Stone. Tara Stone is a content creator who we've had as a guest on Evil Ewok. Who is Australian. So he has his accent, but he doesn't have his like face. He doesn't show his face on camera, so we just hear his accent. So I've only ever heard like an Australian accent from like either like visual media, like TV and film. I've never seen it coming out of a person's mouth. So I was in public recently, at some point last month. I was at a mall, I was walking, and there was this group of kids, and one of them was like, no. And I was like, oh my God, I'm hearing like Australian in real life out of a child's mouth. It was hysterical. And it literally, my jaw dropped, and I had to like pretend I wasn't sitting there like, oh my God, fangirling. Sorry, that was a tangent, but Australian accents are amazing. I'm sorry, that's the only reason. That's not the only reason. I would want an Australian accent. That's why I'm like, does Jay think I have one? Do I already sound like I have one? Brian from Scotland, let's go. Saw Ant-Man yesterday and absolutely brilliant. Oh my God, I'm glad that you liked it. I am a zero fan of ASMR. Like I said, some people either love it or hate it. Oh my God, I know, right? So hype. It's almost here. We got to do a rewatch, y'all. I am currently watching Bad Batch. I'm just not talking about it on the channel, really. ASMR is basically, yes, helps you fall asleep, helps you relax, helps you, chill if you're anxious. It's an array of things, but a lot of it is mainly like people whispering, tapping on things, things that can. ASMR honestly comes in like lots of different triggers now for different people. Can be like visual triggers, like even if you've ever just like been, I'm sure you've experienced it in real life. If you've ever been like getting a haircut, like, and you've just been super relaxed and they're like massaging your, scalp or whatever, like playing with your hair, like that can be a form of ASMR. It's just like super relaxing. So it's big here on YouTube. There's quite the ASMR corner over here on the tube. Okay, where are we? Wait, that's so cool, Rect. I let my voice to an ASMR go to sleep thing a while back. The deep voice is apparently a sleep aid. It is maple syrup. Shit. Yes, deep voices for ASMR. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's like a gold mine. You should start your own channel, honestly. I second this though. Smash them likes. Captain Rect here doing my job for me. Thank you, Rect. Do you ever wonder what would happen? What surprises would happen in Mando season 3? I'm sure that we're gonna get a big one if we get the reveal of Grogu's escape from Order 66, the Jedi Temple. I mean, Luke Boba Fett. I mean, I wonder what else they have in store for us. I think there's got to be something major to top whatever they, season 2 finale. It's gonna be really hard to top. So I feel like something major has to be in store. We'll see. Leia Rose, let's go. What if Tom didn't like Star Wars? Oh goodness, we'd have a problem. Could you imagine if one of us was like major Star Trek and the other was like major Star Wars fan and we just talk about dork discourse? We would really have debates. Why don't you just go to Canada? I know I should at this point, just solely to get maple syrup. Fulcrum's here, let's go. What if Jar Jar was the chosen one? Exactly. There's so many options. There's so many what if options. Oh, I just started drawing for fun. Do you have any advice? Oh my God. First off, that's amazing. Second piece of advice, Taco. There's so much effing free stuff, tutorials, even on Instagram now. Like there's free inspo for artwork everywhere, like free tutorials. I'm not saying you need tutorials, but if you like get it super into it, you don't even freaking like this is coming from me. I freaking paid to go to art school. That's different. But like if you want to just start teaching yourself, like there's so much online. I still watch like video like tutorials of people like drawing on Instagram and stuff like that. They're fun to watch and it's cool to see other people's like process and stuff like that. So there's so much free stuff online. That's what I will say. That's so exciting though. What if Sam Witwer never ages? That's not a what if, that's real. Mans is immortal. What if Anakin lost the pod race? For real, for real. What if the younglings had the high ground? Oh god. Oh, Joey, literally, the struggle is so real. See, I at least, that stinks. We lost the Super Bowl and I was like, I can't think about this. So I just avoided it. But could you imagine if I that's gotta be especially hard if you have a channel dedicated to like the NFL or just sports or Eagles news in general, like and you have to talk about it. That stinks. I'm so sorry. Maria, let's go. What's up? Good to see you. I'm like 20 minutes late to highlighting that comment. Glad that you're here. I haven't really thought about the Super Bowl all that much. Was in the city for a bit and it felt like a funeral. Connor, that is effing hysterical. I can imagine. Oh, I can imagine. Ooh, that's actually a really good one, Rex. Yes, everyone's coming in clutch with the ideas here. Okay, yeah, we're all on the we're back on the Kylo Ren train here. At least if he had gone full dark side and they kept him alive, there would still be hope for him. That's a good point. And there's material there for expansion beyond the sequel trilogy. You know, if he had survived and he'd gone fully to the dark and they left it not open ended, but you know, at least open enough that they could explore it further and set him up as an antagonist down the line to eventually have his story maybe resolved. I totally understand why, you know, some would argue, no, why would you not have that, you know, contained within the sequel trilogy? Why do you need a whole separate sequel trilogy if you're just going to leave the story open and then try to expand upon it later with more films down the line? But at least, you know, I'm so down for post sequel trilogy content, y'all. Like, I want it. I am asking for it. Disney, Lucasfilm, the ether, if there's anybody out there who can hear me, I want post sequel trilogy. I want it. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid anymore. I really want it. So that could have been an option, you know, send him fully to the dark side. Give us enough closure so that you can, you know, put a little button, a little wrap on the sequel trilogy, but leave yourself with room going forward. I am so behind. I'm so sorry. How behind exactly are we? Fairy. Okay. All right. I'm going to start from the bottom and maybe work my way back. That is not good. All right. Another one from Dave. Thank you so much, my friend. I'm telling you. It's Anakin coming through the door. RE66. Oh my gosh. We should just like not place bets. I don't condone gambling, but that would be fun if we got like a tally going of everyone who votes for if it is Anakin, and then if it isn't, like other ideas. But Dave is pretty set on that. Maybe that would have to be like that is a surprise though. That's big enough to contend with the season 2 finale. You know, and they've set that standard for themselves. Thank you again, Dave. Oh my goodness, on one of your live feeds, maybe on that May the Force, could you dress up as Padme? That actually could be fun. I do have the costume. Actually, it's actually in my closet right there. I've thought about putting it back on. Maybe I will. That could be interesting. That could be interesting. Where am I? All right, I think I have to go back to where I was because I'm not in on anything. Oh my god, I have to sneeze. Oh my god, I have to sneeze. I'm sorry. Oh god, wait, I keep seeing this, people talking about this clip. I haven't actually watched the gameplay that they released. All right, I feel like I'm a little bit caught up now. Yeah, I haven't actually watched the gameplay sample where that happens. I still need to, but I saw a clip of it on Theory's channel. He was watching, I think he was like streaming a live reaction to that. Um, so I gotta go watch that. That will be definitely interesting. Um, it'll make me feel even more guilty though when for having to slay all these stormtroopers and their limbs start falling off. Julian, good to see you. Do you think Bo-Katan will be a villain in Mando season 3? I effing hope not, y'all. Like, okay, I want her to be like, I want to see her get pushed to the edge. You know, she has like every right to. And in some of the clips and footage that we've seen in the marketing and the trailers, it looks like they're setting her up to be a little bit, Cersei esque. The thing about Cersei though is like she had powerful motivations, same as Bo Katan does here. Like they are both extremely powerful women, badasses in their own right. And just everything they do for what they are extremely passionate about. I'm not saying I want Bo-Katan to go full-blown Cersei. No, absolutely not. And frankly, I just, as a female fan on my own, this is just a stupid, from a girl perspective thing. I would hate to see Bo-Katan, an epic, amazing hero in Star Wars, canon, be dwindled to just like an antagonist. I don't think that it's capable for them to even do that because she has such a rich, history and backstory. Like, I don't. That is choppy waters if that's where they do go with it and turn her into full-fledged antagonist. But I don't think they can, because of that reason. So I want to see her make some power moves. I'm sure there's going to be conflict between her and Din, but I don't know if I want full-blown villain. Do you think Darth Vader could beat Darth Maul? Unfortunately, Darth Maul would lose in a heartbeat. Y'all know I love him, but he would lose. Have you ever met anyone famous? Me and Emma were lucky enough to meet Elizabeth Olsen. No way! And Chris Hemsworth. Oh my gosh. That is so cool. I actually have. I have met and worked with John O'Hurley, for those of you who might be Seinfeld fans. He's who is he? Mr. Peterman, and he's Elaine's boss. If you are a Seinfeld fan, I have met him and been in his presence, but I think he's actually literally the only famous person I've met. I honestly don't think anyone in my family has really met a lot of famous people. My dad, we have Chris Angel's autograph, for those of you who know. Mind freak, sweet lord, what a throwback. Chris Angel was like a god to my brothers and I. He frankly still is. But we used to watch that show Mind Freak all the effing time. We were obsessed with him. So my dad actually met him when he was literally on a trip to Las Vegas, a work trip, and he was at the Luxor Hotel. And I literally, my poor dad, I hounded him. I was like, you need to find Chris Angel. I don't care about your job. I don't care about work. Find this man. And he actually found Chris Angel and got his autograph. We still have it framed in our living room to this day. So that's like, I wouldn't, I never met Chris Angel, but that was like a huge, like, that was like, at the time, the biggest like celebrity encounter of my life. And we've actually like seen some celebs like in passing since moving to Los Angeles. I feel like Tom's actually like seen more than I probably have. Honestly, it was strange. When we moved to LA, I was like, we're going to be seeing famous people all over. That is not the case. We've been here. This is what, our third year living here now, and I've seen two. So not great numbers. They're hiding around out here. Wait, yes, I need to watch this, and I need to watch Jamie Costa also just did a really cool like sci-fi miniseries that he's working on. I need to react to that. I'm very behind on reactions. I'm so sorry. I keep having to sneeze, and I'm really behind on the chat here. So I'm so sorry for Cats on a Tangent. I've gone on a lot of tangents tonight. I apologize. Matthias, oh my god, I'm sorry, you're probably already gone. Thank you for being here, and congrats on your amazing news. I'm so sorry that we're streaming again so freaking late for you. I do apologize, but thank you for hanging out for even just a little bit. This is why I enjoy fan fiction, a movie I can direct in my head, right? What is your favorite Star Wars memory? Oh, what is my favorite Star Wars memory? Honestly, it's not like a good memory, but my most vivid is when I was like sobbing my face off watching Revenge of the Sith for the first time ever. Because I was young, right? I was only like 8, 9. I didn't fully comprehend what was actually happening and that Anakin was Darth Vader. Because I was a kid, I couldn't follow the plot, okay? And I was too blinded by my obsession with Hayden Christensen at the time. I was in love with him, celeb crush, thought I was gonna marry him. My two loves of my life as a young one were Legolas and Anakin, okay? So when I saw Anakin and Obi-Wan fighting on Mustafar for the first time, I was like, what the F is going on? And then when, he gets all of his body parts chopped off and starts burning to a crisp, I was scarred. I was absolutely scarred. So I'm sitting there absolutely losing my mind, life totally being changed forever, core memories being seared into my brain of terror and heartbreak. Because I was like, what's going on? Why is this happening? And JD, my older brother, looked at me and he was like, you realize he's Darth Vader, right? Like, he was so done with my impatient, like my lack of ability to follow the plot. Granted, he's like 3 years older than me, so he was following along. I certainly was not, but he looked at me and was like, you don't know he's Darth Vader. And I just was like, no, I didn't know that. And that was my first core memory of Star Wars. Sad, isn't it? So, but it's my most vivid memory. I have a doppelganger roaming around Australia. Wait, what? Find them. I do feel like eventually this oversaturation of Star Wars content may lead to fatigue in the fan base. It's a very strong possibility, though. That's actually a really good point, Jules. And I do think unforeseen side effect of all of this new content is the fact that the more content there is now, the more there is for us to argue about, which I really thought wasn't going to go down that way. I thought the more content, the more we can get off each other's backs and just appreciate what we like and let other people enjoy what they like and just focus on what the next project is. I'm sorry, this Shake Shack. I'm so sorry. So unprofessional. We can just focus on what the next projects are in the pipeline. And just, take what we like and leave what we don't and leave each other alone. But it has been the complete opposite. Everybody and their mother on Star Wars Twitter likes to think that their opinion is gospel. And like, I say this even for people who are considered positive, content creators in the fandom. I say that with eyes rolling, hand quotes, because, I don't like slapping labels on people. I don't think the fandom has become so black and white anymore, because people on the positive side of the fandom shame others for having their own opinions as well. Like I have to acknowledge, acknowledge it when I see it, regardless of who it's necessarily coming from in the fandom, how their content typically, is. So, I think a problem with all these new projects is it just gives us more to fight about. And I really do feel like the fandom, we're at like a breaking point, honestly. Like, I don't know. We've been at it for a while. So, I don't know. Andrew, what's up? What's crack-a-lackin'? All right, I am really so behind. So let's. Okay, all right, okay, all right. We're gonna do absolute lightning round. Okay. Hello from San Diego. What is up, Joshua? Good to see you. I want to go to San Diego so bad. Let's go, Captain Rec. Do you work on that channel? Mostly podcasts, hopefully interviews. Let's go. Oh my god, that is so cool. Oh my god, I support it. Obsession, what's up? I'm so late. Hello, hello, hello. Shane, what is going on? Good to see you. Are you active on social media? I guess I'm technically most active here on YouTube because I say I'm active on Instagram, but that just means I go on and check it every day, but I literally post so intermittently. And I also don't really post that much on Twitter. But I mean, you can follow me on there. I definitely I'll interact with people on there on my social medias. But this is, I guess, where technically I'm the most active, at least as of late. I've definitely been guilty of dropping off the face of the channel for like a month at a time. Technically, I haven't posted a video in a month. We've just been doing a lot of live stream marathons lately. So I gotta get back into videos. That is a funny comment, Gordon. That is a funny comment. Hey, Joseph is watching Rings of Power. What is the Star Wars movies and what is your favorite movies? Oh, what am I? Like my favorite Star Wars movie, y'all know Attack of the Clones. I freaking love that. I still get shit for that, but it's okay. But I do love a lot of non-Star Wars stuff. Non-Star Wars, I effing love Lord of the Rings. Best movies ever. My favorite movie, I swear to God, is Ratatouille. I'm not actually kidding. Like, I wish I was. I wish I was kidding. Ratatouille is my favorite movie of all time. I'm sorry. Close second. What I think it's tied after that. I have a lot of. I mean, there's The Princess Bride. That's an amazing movie. I love it's an indie film. It's called Across the Universe. It's starring Evan Rachel Wood. Other people you'd probably like recognize, but it's based on it's basically like a musical movie where they all sing Beatles music because I love the Beatles. That's like one of my favorite movies ever. I guess that's like it. Another one of my favorite movies is Anna Karenina with Keira Knightley and Sam Taylor Johnson. No, that's his wife's name, Aaron Taylor Johnson. Sam Taylor Johnson is the director. Aaron Taylor Johnson is the actor. When they each have, there's too many names. Aaron Taylor Johnson, it's like long names. I got them mixed up. But yes, that is one of my actual favorite movies ever too. So I do like things outside of Star Wars. Jay Peterman, that's right. My mom is correcting me. I have met Jay Peterman in the flesh. Oh, I did. I had a class. You're right, Charlie. I took an acting class with an actor who was in The Walking Dead. I should remember who he played. Eric? Let me confirm if that is totally just a lie, but the fact that it came to my mind so quickly is leading me to believe it was Eric. Yes. Eric is a survivor of the outbreak in AMC's The Walking Dead. What seasons was he in? I literally wouldn't be able to tell you, but yes, I took acting class with him. Jordan Woods Robinson, he's awesome. He is so cool. So actually, yes, I have met another famous person. A celeb. Preston, let's go! Happy birthday! Cheers in the chat for Preston. That is so cool. No, we're still here. Okay, good. I feel bad. I go on my tangents and then I try to do quick lightning round to catch up on the chat. We're almost there. I'm like almost caught up. And then I'm like, oh shoot, I'm highlighting messages that people sent 20 minutes ago. Y'all are probably gone by then. The Gorn, thank you so much, my friend. How come Owen doesn't remember 3PO? He was saying at the large place with Anakin's mom in part 2, and Anakin goes back to find her. Oh. Only thing I could think is, were there not different models of those droids by that time? Am I stupid? Somebody correct me if I'm stupid. It also had been, oh, look at all these emoji bombs. I feel bad. I've been like neglecting the emojis tonight, folks, but y'all are bringing the emoji bombs. I appreciate it. Am I wrong though? By that point in time, in like A New Hope or whatnot, weren't there more models like 3PO, or am I totally spitting lies right now? Also, I wouldn't blame him entirely because it was like decades later, you know? Who knows? I don't. That's just me fishing for some logic. I literally don't know. Nick was like, make no mistake, I knew exactly what was happening. Yeah, no, I do kind of wish my first time watching Star Wars, I was a little more like grown up slash able to grasp all the politics and everything. Because I admittedly was extremely confused. Like when Order 66 was happening as a kid, I was like, what the F? How did we get here? How did we get here? And maybe that informed, like, seeing it so young as a kid and being so confused by how drastically everything was changing so rapidly. I was like, what is happening? How did we get here? Anakin was fine 2 minutes ago. Like, what is going on? That was my, reception of it as a kid. And that is a lasting complaint that I still have about Revenge of the Sith. Even now as an adult, I'm like, it feels so. I wish that movie was longer because it feels so like the blink of an eye, and you do have to watch, honestly, material like the Clone Wars really helps. That entire series helps to kind of inform everything that happens. Look at all those emoji bombs. OMG, I love it. Let's go to the circle for a little bit because the circle really allows for the emoji bombs. Let's go. But the Clone Wars really informs a lot of why, fills in some gaps. If that makes sense. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm mine. We all in love with Hayden. I know, right? Who's not? I promise you're not alone. Oh my god. Sweet Lord, Charlie. Sweet Lord, I'm so jealous. That's right. Some of y'all are going to Celebration. You're going to get literally everyone and their mother from Star Wars is going to be at Celebration. I'm so jealous of y'all. Y'all are getting Andy Serkis, Mads Mikkelsen. Ewan and Hayden are both going again. There's others. I know I'm missing others. Y'all, I want to meet Mads Mikkelsen so bad. I'm obviously salty about like Ewan and Hayden. I'd love to meet them, but let's be real. I never would get tickets to go in and meet them. Versus, I feel like my chances of getting tickets to meet Mads Mikkelsen would be, a little bit increased. I don't know. I'm salty. I'm salty about that one. Ooh, where are we? Marvel fatigue is more brutal than for Star Wars. Thankfully, we've had space in between shows. Look at all these emojis. I love it. Sorry. The pancakes, the roses, the hearts. I love the combinations. Yeah, Marvel fatigue is so to the point that I haven't even watched some of the content because it's just like, it is too much. It's too much. From Dave, again, thank you so much, my friend. My most memorable Star Wars WTFs as an OG was watching Empire Strikes Back in the theater and Lord Vader telling Luke, I'm your father. I was 12. Whoa, that is wild. So cool, Dave. Oh my gosh, I envy you. How does it feel to be living my dream? Going to see Star Wars, the original trilogy as a teen, as a youngin'. Oh my god. I wish I had a time machine. That you are in a top tier class of Star Wars fans. That's all I can say. I'm jealous. But yeah, I can imagine that's probably a brain blast. That probably was wild. I'll be completely honest. The original movies gave me the original trilogy. I was having nightmares about those movies as a kid. I totally was. I get shit for Attack of the Clones being my favorite Star Wars movie too. They just don't understand. They don't understand, Shane. I love it because it's happy memories, it's happy times before everything goes to absolute shiz. Oh, Kevin, this made my day. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I try. Bisbo, what's up? What's happening? Preston's, yes. Oh, I was like, whose birthday is it? Yes, I'm finally catching up on the birthday wishes for Preston. Where are we? I was confused by the politics. I still am, frankly. Literally, you're not alone, Kyle. You are not alone. Captain Rex was throwing out all the pancakes. I love it. Yes, the Clone Wars really has become like a essential viewing, and especially at this rate here with all the Clone Wars characters that are being integrated into live action. Freaking half the cast of Mando at this point, our Clone Wars peeps. So I will say I do want to see Cobb Vanth really come. I really want to see him come back. Yes, Ian McDiarmid's gonna be there. I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. All right, Taco. Right. I think I would actually cease to exist. I would actually cease to exist. The channel will not go on because I won't be here to. I won't be here to sustain it. I'll cease to exist in a good way. Holy smokes, Kyle. How does it feel to be that close to the GOAT himself? Oh my god, but you never once bumped into him? At least you got to watch him from afar. That sounds so creepy the way that I just said that. What? Oh, wait. Star Wars Celebration 2025? Holy smokes. Good call, Preston. That's going to be a tough one to get into. Tickets for that? Oh my god. My life literally flashed before my eyes getting tickets for the 2022 celebration that I didn't actually even end up getting to go to. But y'all, talk about an adrenaline rush. And I had to do it alone because Tom was at work. And so I was there for fighting for my life by myself in the queue. Oh my god. I've never been so I hadn't felt anxiety like that since, like, for those of you who are in college, or were in college at one point, like, when you have to go and schedule your classes, and I don't know about you, but it was always it was like a competition to get into certain classes that would have only like 15 spots and like 30 people are trying to get into this class to graduate. And I always had to I always got nervous because every year I needed to tailor my schedule. There was always a way that I could hack the system and finesse it to be Monday to Thursday. So I had 3-day weekends every year in college. Um, but I did it because I was able to have it that way because I woke up at the crack of dawn every morning on the day of scheduling. I literally like would plan out, memorize, muscle memory, get all my codes literally memorized to plug in and get the classes that I wanted and secure my spot within like 0.02 seconds so that I could have no Friday classes. So that's that, but that was always the most anxious time of my life, trying to just get into college classes. Then fast forward 4 years trying to get into Star Wars Celebration tickets. Holy smokes. It was like that anxiety on steroids. Oh, sorry. I'm like, my heart's pounding at those memories. Taco the Jedi with the tacos. I love it. Oh no, Rad simply. I didn't know you were live till I went on YouTube. I never got a notification. That happens sometimes. Happens to my own mom. I literally don't know why, how. Like, I feel like I hear that from many people who say, like, I have the bell turned on and everything and I still didn't get a notification. I don't know what to tell. I don't know. It stinks though. You're not alone. It happens. All right. Where are we? Oh my god, yes! That's gonna be so much fun, Charlie. I'm so jealous. That's the other reason I want to, like, finally go to a celebration one day to, like, meet some of you guys. I want to have a hangout. I want to hang out. Oh my gosh, Joshua is living the dream. I met Freddie Prinze Jr. and Sam Witwer. Oh my god, I would die if I met Sam Witwer. And an after party at Star Wars Celebration in Florida. Oh my god, so you've met the goats themselves. Though I actually also would cease to exist probably if I met Sam Witwer. I wouldn't even be able to talk. Thomas! Let's go! Registering for classes is so stressful. Now we can set up the schedule / backup schedules and just hit submit. You're kidding me! Shane, are you for real? No! All that stress I went through? Waking up at like 6 in the morning to plug in all my codes and say a prayer? Say, Jesus, take the wheel. Please let me get into every single one of these classes. You're telling me now? That's actually how it used to be for Tom as well. You're right, actually. He used to just plug in what he wanted and the system would compose his schedule for him. Y'all lucky ducks. I'm jealous. How do you feel about the Ahsoka show, Kat? I'm honestly, like, cautiously optimistic. Like, I don't know why I keep saying cautiously. I'm approaching it with caution, and I don't know why, because Dave Filoni, the GOAT, is the one doing it, and Ahsoka's his literal child. So it's like, I know it's in good hands. I guess the only reason I'm hesitant is because, not hesitant, I don't know what the proper word is to describe it. Like, I just want it to be really amazing. I guess I have a lot of like pressure riding on it because I was like, how do I explain it? Like, obviously, the transition of Ahsoka into live action when it was rumored, that she was going to be appearing in Mandalorian, I think everyone was a little bit like, this has to be done right. This has to look good. Like, if it's not done properly and she, doesn't have the Ahsoka just quality, like, it's going to throw me off. Thank God Rosario Dawson, she's like amazing. She's incredible. That said, though, it's like we've seen her only as cameos, like, so far. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm just curious to see how I'm gonna feel about a full-fledged series led by live action Ahsoka, because we've only gotten the live action version of her in doses so far. Similarly to, it's like the same reason. I want to make it clear. I'm effing excited about this show. I just have those lingering, like, oh gosh, like, I want to, I hope I like it, I really, really, really want to like it. I don't see why there's any reason that I wouldn't. I don't know. So it's just fear of, like, I have such high expectations, I guess. I want it to be, I don't want to be let down. Nobody does. I don't think there's any problem in saying that. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm excited. I am extremely excited, though. When is that happening? Later this year? I keep saying the GOAT. Yes, for those who don't understand, the GOAT is the greatest of all time. That is the that is what the GOAT stands for. So when I say that Sam Witwer is the GOAT, that's what I mean. He is the greatest of all time. Oh my gosh, everyone's out here living my dream, Pete. That is so cool. I'm jealous. If I had that, where do y'all keep these pictures? I'd have like a shrine, like, I would have it like framed. Oh my god, right? If Natalie Portman was there, that's probably why she doesn't go, frankly. She would just get hounded. Her line would just be out the door. Oh my gosh, Steven, okay, has met everybody. Actually, I've lied. I didn't meet her physically. But I met Ashley Eckstein, thanks to Charlie, in like one of those like 2-minute virtual like meet and greets. So that I lied. That was amazing. That was an amazing experience. She's literally like the most incredible human being. She's so freaking sweet, kind, like, oh my goodness. It's, and I know everybody says it. It's because it's overwhelmingly true. Like, she's just like impeccable human, incredible. Ahsoka will be awesome, I think. I hope so. I mean, Dave is phenomenal, so I have hopes. I have hopes. We need a Star Killer series. Hello, wake up, Dave Filoni. That would be sweet. That would be really cool. She has a shrine to Darth Maul. How have I not thought about that yet? And here I was thinking about regular goat. No, that sounds awful if I'm calling all of my freaking idols here goats. Like the animal. That would be really bad. No, that is not what I meant. Well, we might be winding down here, friends. Wait, what is this? Would it be too much to make a Star Wars video reaction request? No, not at all. Freaking do it. I would love. I haven't done any reactions in a long time. I used to. I'm behind. I still need to freaking watch Hero Fan Productions, his Ahsoka video. I want to do a reaction to Jamie's Costa new little show that he just. That sounds so bad. It's not little show. His project that he just released. It looked so freaking good. Like, the quality looks insane. I want to do a reaction to that really badly. So I'm very behind on reactions. Oh dear me, giving cat ideas. We're all gonna come back next stream and I'm just gonna have Darth Maul like merchandise everywhere, a shrine. I think that would be overboard. That would be quite a lot. Could you react to Skywalker Fallen Hero Darth Vader tribute by Vault Dweller 3433? Oh, maybe I will. I gotta check it out. Oh my gosh, there's always one person who shows up right as I'm about to be like, okay, guys, let's wrap it up. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Fear not. Fear not. All right, we'll go for maybe like 10 more mins. Because we're do some reactions. I know I haven't done some reactions in a long time. We're gonna be doing Mandalorian reactions for sure. For freaking sure. Mando season 3. And I'll also be doing a playthrough. I think everybody agreed. We want to just see the raw, initial reaction to Jedi Survivor when that comes out. So I'll definitely be doing a playthrough of that. So I'm gonna be honest, everybody. At first, when they announced the postponement of Survivor, I was like, oh. No. My initial reaction was like, that stinks, but it's fine. Like, I wasn't super crushed about it or anything. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I really wish now it hadn't got postponed. I'm so excited. I'm so hyped for it. Oh my god, my voice is getting groggy. Apologies. It hit me to actually like today or like this week, seeing all the chatter about it and stuff, and the hype is building for not Fallen Order, Jedi Survivor. I will never not call it like Fallen Order. The hype is certainly building as everyone's trying to fill the void, and they've been releasing more of that, gameplay content and footage and stuff to fill the void. But I kind of am starting to wish, like, now that we're approaching March, which would have been the month where it was released, I'm like, I wish it was. So fear not, I will be doing a reaction to that. Yeah, so tomorrow we are doing a members only stream, but I am thinking about if I do, it'll be extremely spontaneous. If we do a quick little live stream, maybe after The Last of Us, because y'all know I really have enjoyed talking about that show. It's so phenomenal. But that will be super like game time decision. We are definitely doing a members only stream, but if we do go live on the full channel tomorrow, it would be after The Last of Us. But I think I'd rather do something. I don't know. I was thinking also about going live on Monday because we technically didn't go live on Friday yesterday, which I do apologize for, folks. I had such a busy week. I was just like exhausted on Friday. And actually, what did I do? Oh, yes, I finished. I finally started, and I'm already almost done. Cobra Kai season 5. Although I'm freaking salty because, correct me if I'm wrong, folks. So I was telling you guys literally last week that I still hadn't watched season 5 of Cobra Kai. Season 6 is coming out. Was there not a trailer for it? And then I haven't watched the trailer because I didn't watch season 5, obviously. So I didn't want to spoil or anything. I still haven't finished season 5. I have the finale to go, and holy smokes, the finale is like 40 minutes. Like, oh my gosh, that's new, is it not, for Cobra Kai? Like, the episodes have never been that long. So I'm like, let's effing go. So I still have to watch the season 5 finale. But I'm already so excited. I'm like, holy crap, when is season 6 coming out? They already released a trailer, but according to a Google search, it's not coming out till September. Can somebody back me up on this? Or tell me if I'm wrong, if you've actually seen the trailer and if it had an official release date? I know. How is it possible that this show... I'm actually really sad now. Like, when I first heard that season 6 would be the final season, I was like, you know what? It's fine. The show has had a great run. I would rather it, end on a high note, versus get drawn out forever and ever. And some shows tend to, kind of just decline at that point if it gets too drawn out and there's nowhere left for the story to go. But I'm sorry. I will take it to my grave. You could make 50 seasons of Cobra Kai. These writers are so... How is it possible? How is it possible? I have full confidence. I would pay money. I would bet my life that they could just keep the show going forever and ever and ever. They are constantly able to conjure up new conflict, like make this just the story is never ending. The story is never ending. And tell me, how is it possible? It is literally just it's karate. Let's be real. At the core of it, it is about a karate dojo. Yet this shit is life or death. It's life and death stakes. I'm literally out here like the tension. I'm fearing for people's lives at this point of the show. I'm like, well, how? How? These are high schoolers doing karate, and I'm worried that somebody's gonna die. Like, what? So no spoilers. But that's why now that I've finally watched season 5, I'm like, ugh, I'm so crushed the show is coming to an end because it's so good. It's so good. Nothing lasts forever, cat. I know, I wish. They're filming the final season now. Oh, gosh. So it's true it's not coming out until September? Rats. Dang it. Ugh. Drat. Sorry, I just went on a total Cobra Kai rant, but I know we have some fellow fans here. And it's just so good. It's so good. So I had to fill y'all in because I was feeling quite ashamed. No mercy. I know. Oh, the show, it's so good. It's also crazy to look back on like how much has happened, how much everybody has flip-flopped between being like the good guy and the bad guy, like to the point that I forget about things until characters like re-bring it up during the show. Let's go. We got all the snakes. We got all the yin yang. Let's go. Everybody on that show has flip-flopped between being a good guy and a bad guy, and it's just like so much has happened. Sweep the leg. It's so good. I'm so sad that it's ending. Anyway, I went on a tangent. So yes, that's actually I didn't stream last night because I was a bit tired, and I honestly just got into bed and binged a couple episodes of Cobra Kai because it's so good. So I didn't do a stream last night, so I do have to make up for one. So we're gonna have a members only stream on tomorrow. But if I do a channel wide stream, it will be very last minute, like after The Last of Us. It would be like so spontaneous. But I'm thinking about maybe just saving it and doing a stream, actually scheduling something for Monday. That way it's not just like, oh, surprise, I'm going live and people are like asleep, or, getting ready for the work week or stuff like that. So I know Mondays also aren't like the most popular time. But I think Monday could be a good one to start the week. We'll do a little stream maybe. It wouldn't be anything too late. Because I know, versus like here it's 3 a.m. for some people here. We won't be doing that. I mean, it inevitably might be late hours of the night for some of you who are ahead of me in the future, but we'll see. We will see. So I'll keep you guys posted, but I definitely will be dropping back in Ice Dropped Spiders podcast. Ah! Oh wait, yeah, that's right. It's like President's Day. Is it? I should know this. Oh yeah, do some of you have off on Monday? Heck yeah. Oh wait, yes, it is President's Day. Do college kids get off for President's Day? Family Day in Canada. Oh, it's sweet. Okay. You know what? Then we are going to go live on Monday. That would actually be so fun. Let's freaking do it. Wait, Taco, that's hysterical. I'm not cool enough to be a Costco member, so I wouldn't know, but that's actually so freaking funny. If Costco is closed, that's how you know. It is a holiday weekend, I know, because the parking around my work was hellish. Okay, let's go then. Let's go. Oh, still have classes on Monday. I'm sorry, Shane. Bro, not the Costco. That's great. All right, awesome then. Okay, well, sorry for those of you. What is Tom texting me about? I missed a chat. Oh, wait. Tom is texting me that I might have missed an additional super chat. Hang on. Let me do a quick. I did miss one. Wait. Before I go, thank you to Tom who alerted me. I'm so sorry, Captain Rex. Here it is. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Thank you. we'll end the night on this. I'm so sorry I gave you probably a heart attack saying that I was going to sign off and then didn't read this. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much, Captain Rex, for your generosity. If you like What Ifs and fan films, Sakura by Ray Connects was a blast to work on, and I voiced one of the clones with Shapeshifter. Hope you enjoy. Holy shnikes, wait, that's right. Let's all go watch it right now. That's actually a real, I didn't know you were a voice actor for that, Rex. Oh my gosh, that's so freaking cool. That's awesome. Yeah, her stuff is amazing. Her stuff is really, really well done. Um, and she's obviously so passionate and just beautiful inside and out. So that's so fun that you guys will work on that with her. And Shapeshifter, also amazing. What a great crew. Well, on that note, everybody, my throat's getting dry, so I gotta go drink some water. Oh, I love these emoji bombs. Thank you guys so much. I enjoyed hanging out with you guys. Thank you so much for being here, for hanging, even if you were just lurking or if you were being active in the chat. It means the world to me. I missed you guys this week. It felt like a long week between the last stream, but maybe that's just because I was in like the purgatory from the excitement of our pre-Super Bowl stream, and then I just like was suffering. So apologies again to those of you who left me very nice comments, saying sorry about the Eagles, and I just never replied to you, but it means a lot. Thank you guys for hanging. I will see you guys, some of you tomorrow, maybe. You know what? I'm just gonna say now, we'll probably go live on Monday. I'll let everybody enjoy The Last of Us, and then we can chat about it and debrief the next day on the holidays. So thank you all so much for coming out and hanging out. I missed you guys. I love this emoji function is literally just the best. Oh my goodness. So many. It was good to see you all. I hope you are all having a great weekend so far. Have a great rest of your day, night, morning, evening, whatever time it might be for you. Thank you so much for hanging out. Oh my gosh, look at all these emojis. I can't. I love it. I know we need more Star Wars emojis up in here. Whoa, final bomb from Charlie. Let's go. I love it. Love you guys. Thank you so much. I will see you guys again very, very soon. But you know what I always say? Have fun this weekend. Do something for yourself. Do something that you love, or do something to take care of yourself, whatever it may be. You deserve it. You earned it. Have a great rest of your weekend, everybody. And I will see you guys again very, very soon. Bye, friends.